Shall we start?
Good evening, Amit. Hello. Are we audible to you, Amit?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Very good evening.
Good evening, all.
Yes, Devin, you can proceed.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, Amit. Actually, we want to know how the QA in Steel's department, how the QA will work, like error tracking. So if you explaining to us now, it will help us to automate that process. So we once we discussed with precast team, so we heard some how they doing their process. So I think little bit difference is there for steel. So we want to know how it's working in steel. So can you explain to us? Hello, I think you are on mute. Hello, hello, Amit. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes. Your voice is.
Hello.
Yeah. Uh, you are audible as I
हा
told
हा
you some. Yeah, you
काय
heard that, right?
नाही नाही मी काहीच ऐकलं नाही मी ऍक्च्युली आय वॉज ट्राईंग ऑन अ डिफरंट हेडफोन
Okay,
ऍक्च्युली
okay,
माय
fine, fine.
मायक्रोफोन सीम्स टू
Yeah,
Now,
it's working now, no?
या
Okay, fine, fine. So actually, I was telling like we already discussed regarding QA with precast team. So I understand somewhat how they tracking error and everything in QA. So in steel also we require to know how you guys are doing the process for QA, how tracking the errors. So if you explaining now, it will be help us to automate that process in PMS.
बेसिकली फर्स्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर व्हाट इज द काइंड ऑफ इनपुट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर
Actually, whatever process you doing manually now, we want to do automate that for QA, error tracking.
ओके
That is the agenda of this meeting.
Okay. So the thing is that whenever we get any check prints,
Huh?
earlier so there are two different methods actually which are going on right now. There are some people who are working from home, and
Okay. Your voice is gone. Hello? We can't hear you. Hello?
we lost him, I think. Is
uh,
there? Yeah.
sorry,
Uh,
hello.
yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
So we get a
Hello.
physical check on which there are stampings done, and then the
No, no.
Your
the
voice is breaking.
stamps.
Your
Hello.
voice is
हाँ
breaking.
So
सर
there seems to be a network issue at
Network
my
ish.
place.
Uh.
हाँ
So
बस
am
Yeah,
I
you
am I
can
audible
continue.
right now?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
अच्छा.
So where physical checkers are having a physical, there they puts on different types of errors.
चालेल
These
चालेल.
errors are then recorded by QA MIS team, and
Okay.
they put it on an Excel sheet.
मेन
So
Okay.
there is a certain tool for that.
Huh.
To be able to use
करून
that
घेतो आपण. ते करून
tool,
घेतो. नावं सांगून ठेवा ना मला जरा.
soft copies.
हां
Okay.
चालेल. डन 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 सर. होऊन जाईल.
So
मशीन मिळाली
that
तुम्हाला
process
विवाद
is done by people
चालेल.
who
मोस्ट
have physical hard copies for checking.
Okay. Actually, so for example, what I understand from precast side, their testing, like tracking will start from QA checker. Checker will check it there, and he'll note down whatever error is there. Then he'll pass that data into document controller. Document controller will document that whatever errors in one job and then document it and will share to QA. Then QA will process a different report from that raw data, which is passed by document controller. So that way they doing. So in steel now, it's starting from QA checker only, right? Hello.
म्यूट किया है. म्यूट किया है. चिल्ली अभी भी डोंगल पे काम करता है. घर पे ब्रॉडबैंड नहीं है अभी उसका. इसके लिए वर्क ऑन डोंगल. साहेब तुम्ही ड्रॉपआउट झालात. अरे बापरे. ओके ओके. अरे बापरे. सावकाश 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 सावकाश. हो. He's fine. He's asking for 5 minutes. He will join. He is first facing some network related problem. Eh? Sorry. डायरेक्टर मीटिंग. हाँ जाना चलना. मिल गया वो. घर से. घर पे आराम नहीं करूँगा. चलो. बंद करो ना.
Hello.
वाह.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Sorry. So, having a bad day today with networks.
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
You were saying something.
Yeah, actually, we need to know like from start to end, like when it's starting the process and when it's ending. So that way, if you explaining, that will be, better. So for example, in precast case, it's starting from checker side. So checker will check whatever error is there, then note down and will pass the data into document controller. Then from there he documented all the errors data and will pass to QA. So that way going process there. The same way
Yeah,
in
it
steel.
is the same. That process is the same.
Same. Okay. But there are double checking is there now from QA checker side. One checking is there after QA side. One more checking is there, right?
Right, right.
So can you explain from starting onwards? So we'll come to know better. Then there are like shop errors, like from errors we'll get from client side, internal errors, different types of errors are there. No?
Right. See, first of all, what happens is a modeler makes a model.
Okay.
That model is checked by the production checker. So
Production
then he
checker.
finds out
Okay.
some, yeah, so he finds out some mistakes. Then those mistakes are corrected by the modeler again.
Uh,
And after this process is done, drawings are generated by the editor.
okay.
Okay, so once these drawings are generated, they go to the checker again for checking. So he will be
Huh.
doing sheet checking at that time. So maybe he will find some presentation errors, some editing errors, or some
Hmm.
model errors again. So that again he marks on the sheet.
Okay.
Right. So this sheet goes back to the modeler or the editor, depending on what type of error that is. And
Okay.
on the check trend, there is a stamp in which he
Huh.
will record these different types of errors. So whether they are
Oh,
presentation, model, or whatever types of errors, he records that.
okay.
Okay.
Who records
So
that editor?
the QA, the production checker,
Production
he counts
checker.
the number of errors.
Okay. Okay. Right. Uh-huh.
And this is then, like say there are two presentation errors, he will write two in that column. And
Okay.
like this, there are six types of errors.
Okay. Six types. Okay.
Okay. So that he will be writing down the number of errors of each type.
Okay.
And on the check print on the stamp. Now these check prints are then given to QA, and we
Huh.
have our MIS team who documents these errors in an Excel sheet.
Okay.
So for each drawing, they will keep on documenting the number of errors and the different types of errors.
Okay.
Again, there is a QA checker who will check the same drawing,
Huh.
and he will mark different errors for that drawing again.
Okay.
Okay, so these drawings he will give to MIS team, and they will record these errors. So all
Okay.
these
Okay.
different types of errors will be internal errors because we
Internal
have got
errors.
them internally.
Huh.
Right, and there are external errors. So let's say client he sends us some errors from shop, like there are
Huh.
some issues and he needs extra information, or that information is not given in the drawings. So this then
Okay.
come in the form of shop call.
Shop
So
call.
if
Yeah.
this, yeah, so this is an external error, shop call. And
Okay.
then another type of error is like say pieces, elements which go in the field, and
Huh.
they may not be able to erect them due to
Okay.
some deficiency in the drawings.
Huh.
Okay, so then we get that as a field call.
Field
So
call.
these are again
Okay.
external errors. So these are two
Okay.
different external errors which are very
Shop
severe.
call and field call, right? External
Yes,
errors. Yeah.
yes,
Okay. So based on these errors, you generating multiple reports, right?
yes.
So if possible, na, just share me those reports for me. So we will go through that reports. So we will get some idea from there.
So you'll be needing internal errors and external
All
errors
reports,
reports.
all reports which you referring, which you using now, all types of report sample. If you forwarding now, it will help to
Right.
us to check and we'll go through it.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah, and there is no involvement of document controller in steel department for error tracking.
Document controller, actually, I don't think they are involving error tracking as such. Error tracking is done by MIS department of QA.
Okay, fine. No, in precast, na, whatever in production side, they stamp error stamped in drawings and they will pass to that document controller. Then document
Right,
controller is documenting that errors. That
because there is no MIS guy who is
got
doing
it,
that.
got it. Got it. So the same thing from production side, QA checker will stamp that error in drawing, then that will pass to QAMIS team, right?
Right, right.
So QAMIS team will document each errors, whatever is stamped in drawings. Then after that, QA side, one more checker is there. They will check that drawing again, right?
Yes.
So again, it's documented, and it will pass to MIS, right? That document, QA checker, whatever else. That is again in stamping to same drawing or separately tracking.
No, that is a separate drawing.
Okay. So that also will pass to QMIS team.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So these types of report now, if you're sharing now, we'll get some more idea. So then later stage now we'll get back to you if any clarification is required in that report.
This internal errors I can send to you right now immediately. This external errors we are recording in front of in the form of CRR. That is comment
CR.
resolution report. Both of
Okay.
them I can send you right now.
Yeah. Just please send it. Please send it. So we will go through it. So if any doubt or clarification, we will get back to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fine. So this is the
Yes.
basic process.
Yeah.
Hello, Amit. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Amit, the main intention behind this is whatever is being maintained manually as of now. To what we are trying to achieve through PMS is to create a central repository for all business analytics, and you are well aware about it. So I would not
Yeah.
want to repeat myself, but this is one area wherein we can put in our think caps on, and then we can probably try and automate this. So and thereby we will be having a central repository again for QA. So this is what in a nutshell I tried to brief you. So
Right.
this would be the beginning of it, as I would put it. So
Right.
your cooperation is seamlessly required over here and experience.
Definitely. This is one thing, Amar, since you are in charge of PMS now,
Yeah.
I had two requests which I had made long back.
Please,
I didn't
please,
see
please,
them
please,
materialize
please,
till
please,
now.
please, please.
See, one of them was having a central RFI management system incorporated in PMS.
Okay.
So see this why I'm saying is the two things which I'm going to discuss with you right now. I had used them like 20 years back
Okay.
in Access,
Okay.
Microsoft Access, right?
I recollect. I
So
recollect. Yes.
this was one thing, like having a central, anybody be able to log in, generate an RFI.
Okay.
That RFI number will be generated whenever any report comes in. Obviously, we'll need somebody to manage this thing,
Hmm.
but it's not that easy as it sounds.
Okay.
But even if one person would be able to do that, any RFI response would be immediately emailed to the entire team, something of this sort. It's because I had actually used this,
Okay.
as I'm saying, this was
No, that's good.
uh,
Of course. Uh, 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 Steven, you are aware about this? What requirement he cited already?
Actually, I'm not aware. Actually, we have RFI in PMS actually.
right.
So
But Steven, my concern was very simple. See, right now the document controller or the TL, they have to work very almost like much of the time is spent on this. Trying to
okay,
update the response in RFI log and trying to send it to members. You know, if we have something centralized,
uh,
anybody logging in would be able to get that information at any time, even through
yeah,
emails. The response is there. Person puts in the response in PMS. That response is automatically emailed to everyone. So let's say
okay,
I'm a new person who is joining a project, right?
uh-huh,
For let's say crunch of manpower.
mm,
So in the middle stage, I can't be suddenly be added at any time. I may be missed in emails or whatever. So
okay,
if I log in, let's say a certain project or with certain client, I
mm,
may be able to get the number of open RFIs, the closed RFIs, the responses which have come on those RFIs, including
mm.
sketches and everything at one central location. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
no need
already
of
is
an
there
RFI log.
in PMS now. Already is there open RFI, closed RFI, whatever response came from
Uh,
client,
then
everything is updating.
Steven, then what you can do is see, Amit. The recent development that we have done is we have created a sandbox environment wherein all the modules that either live or not live are available over there, and it is meant for users' hands-on experience. So what Steven you can do is you can share that link with him of that sandbox environment. And Amit, I request you to go through the module that is already available in it, and then probably
Okay.
if it is there and there itself which matches your requirement, great. If not, we can look forward to optimize it and customize it as per your requirement. That is a doable thing. So that is what I
Sure.
presume Steven is also referring over here. So you just request you to just have a look at it once. If that matches your requirement, fine. Else we'll think about something. But we'll have it done. Rest assured.
Sure.
Yeah.
The next thing which I was looking at is having a centralized drawing list for steel department, let's say for precast or every other department. It should be individual drawing list. Now why I'm saying this, because at any point of time it would be uh, possible to see the drawing number, the person who has created that drawing, the person who has checked that drawing, what current revision of the drawing is there, whether the drawing has gone for approval, reapproval, or for fabrication or field. This kind of, again, I use this kind of thing in Access. So that is one requirement, because now what happens is that currently TL or maybe a document controller, he has to keep this kind of log.
Hmm. Is something on these lines available in PMS, Steven?
Drawing mainly.
What we can do is, as you mentioned, Amit, it is being maintained in a manual format right now. So can you share with us that format as well, so that, of course, I would not assure that it will be done immediately, but some point of time, whenever the resources are available, we can definitely put them onto it.
But I don't have that kind of format because it is there with production.
Okay, could you roughly guide us to whom we can probably have a word with and get that expected format?
I think we can discuss this with Rajesh Kamble.
Okay.
We have the format ready at an instant.
Fantastic. So I will take it up with Rajesh, and then have this. I will cross check with you once that format is made available to me, and then we can take the discussion up as an whenever time permits us. But having said that, the
And
need of the hour is the QA thing that that was the primal focus of discussion right now. So you just if you can share the format with us at the same time, if you can just have a look at what is available right now, so then we can fine tune it and make it operational that way.
sure, sure.
Fine, but
And one more last thing, if I may add, this again, I was using this stuff in my earlier company. There was something called as knowledge database. Of course, it may be in a different platform, not PMS itself, but it was something like, what happened. I'll try to tell you the logic behind this. Let's say I'm working on a project right now, and whatever experiences or whatever learnings I had in that project, so they have to be stored somewhere in form of a knowledge database. Let's say I put in specific keywords, so I should be able to get information related to those keywords from any different kind of project. It's like a learning process. And so every thing which I have worked on is collected at one point where I am able to search that information. It may be text, it may be drawings or anything. So anything associated with those specific keywords. Let's say I'm a person who is joining as a new team leader and working on a job, similar type of job which our company has done, let's say 3-4 years back. Okay. So where are those learnings stored of those jobs 3 years back? You won't be able to find that. Maybe all the team members have left. There is having a job folder does not make it accessible to that extent. Okay, whatever learnings, whatever failures, whatever successes, whatever we had done in that project has to be recorded somewhere and has to be accessible at any point of time. This is essentially what I'm talking about, the knowledge database.
No, this sounds really exciting, and this would definitely this is a basic thing that we should really have. because that would garner experience of multiple people at which come in with multiple years of experience. This really is a nice concept. I would definitely look into it as to how it can be achieved either through PMS or some other way. I would for sure.
Because on this thing, I was the originator, who came up with this idea. My previous boss, he liked it, he executed it. I was one of the main contributors. Let's say I'm a team leader working on a different project, and I came across something which is very new to me. So what I would do is, just send that in a presentable format. I would send it to the person who was operating this database and tell him that you input this. So whenever the next time anybody, he comes across this, all he has to do is simply log in the knowledge database and get that, whatever information is there.
No, definitely this kind of solution or this kind of repository would definitely be helpful for the next generation or probably the next batches that would be coming in. It definitely would be this insight would definitely help the next gen of the employees. This is a wonderful concept in a nutshell, and we will definitely try to have it uh, accommodated into probably make a part of it or as a separate solution that way. But we will get on with it.
Right.
Fine. So, towards the conclusion of this discussion, just summarizing the bullet points, ki you will be sending us the format that are available in the QA process. At the same time, Steven will share the link to the sandbox environment, and you can go through whatever is available over there. Any tweaking that requires to be done, we will have it incorporated, and we will consider it as live. So whatever we are doing manually right now, either on Excel sheets or whichever medium it may be, henceforth it would be done in PMS only that way.
Right.
And apart from that, the three suggestions we have, which you have mentioned. So I assure brother, I would at this point of time, I would not be able to commit a timeline for it. But yes, you can see that being done in very soon. Yeah. Thanks, Amit, for your input. It was really very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So you will share that reports, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Amit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
नहीं आइडिया अच्छा है वो केबी का मस्त आइडिया बेस्ट आइडिया in fact really what that nobody has thought of basic thing केबी always helps साला यहाँ पे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एमएसडी का पैकेज लेके इजीली 25,000 में बेचता है वो एमएसडी टैबलेट हाँ तो बट लेकिन जितना रिलीजियसली अमित कर रहा है उतना रिलीजियसली बाकी करने भी करना चाहिए दैट इज द मेन प्रॉब्लम सिक्योरिटी देखो मालूम है शेयर नहीं करेंगे दैट इज द मेन प्रॉब्लम अदरवाइज दिस कंसेप्ट will take us places. अगर ये हुआ ना अगर ये होता है that can take us places. हाँ लेकिन it is a you cannot force anybody to do this type of thing. You cannot. You just cannot. You just would not be able to. अगर वो करेगा भी ना, he would put in some erroneous or misleading things. Solution बना के देने के लिए दे सकते हैं. लेकिन वो लिंक शेयर करूँगा सैंडबॉक्स पे उसमें. And just let it. हाँ hashtag.
we need to do it.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
but that is, see, this PV type of thing is a very, it's kind of teamwork.
Hmm.
It's not necessarily with the same enthusiasm as you put in what increase that material. It's not necessarily that he would also do that same with that same generosity.
Hmm.
That's not necessary. But then again, there is third type, who might put in misleading type of information, misguiding type of information. Since then, we have to also do it forcibly. That I can do that there should be a moderator here. Even if you want to have a KPI, there should be something kind of moderator over and above it
This
who validates that information.
this one we already talked.
है ना? We had thought
That time
हाँ हाँ वो
presentation.
hierarchy बना रहे थे.
That time presentation.
हाँ. We had thought about it. Somehow this idea sound familiar to me. We had discussed this
Many times.
many times.
Even with documents and everything.
हाँ. नाही एकाची enthusiasm दुसरा शेअर करू शकत नाही हा प्रॉब्लेम. दोन गोष्टी नाही ते तर आहेच ते आहेच पण पण हा जितकं मला नॉलेज आहे नॉलेज तेवढंच त्याच्यामध्ये नॉलेजच नाही तर हा जो आयडिया द्यायला ना बघा ही spoke the most orthodox word in the initial level of the discussion. हम लोग पेपर प्रिंट आउट निकाल के चेकिंग करते हैं. Nobody in the field does this kind of work. We always use Bluebeam. Bluebeam software and it is an online software and it is specifically for engineering purposes. We अगर checking on stamping है ना, तो ये सब digital होता है. Digital होता है सब होता है. हाँ. कभी एवढे जरी असं ज्ञान दिया उसने लेकिन स्टार्टिंग में उनके बैन कर दिया पेपर प्रिंट आउट. पेपर प्रिंट आउट इज समथिंग dissuade or remove that practice for a couple of years now because of the elements. हम लोग पेपर पे चेक
That
करेंगे.
time
We
we had training
will
also.
churn out thousands of papers, but we will not do it online. ऑनलाइन कैसे है? इट्स ऑनलाइन प्रोसेस. मैंने चाहिए मुझको इधर मिला, मैंने हाईलाइट कर दिया, स्टेबल मॉडल है, स्टेबल का नाम डाल दिया, स्टेबल को वहाँ पे विजिबल हो गया ऑनलाइन मोड में, स्टेबल ने करेक्शन कर दिया, स्टेबल ने अपडेट कर दिया, टाइम्स ऑफ एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी. हाउ मच टाइम डज इट? Not only one. Only one person who even celebrated it was Riva and Vikas. Steve ने श्री ने एक्सेप्ट किया था, श्री ने भी किया था.
That time training also done on the
ट्रेनिंग का मौजूद. You were अरे हम लोग इधर थे.
night for an night.
हाँ. उसका पैनल टिकट त्यावेळेला तुम्ही त्याची बिग्रोसन केली होती आपण तो पूर्ण फ्लोअर फ्लोअर आम्ही ट्रेनिंग म्हणजे फुल ऑल डीजे अँड एव्हरीथिंग सगळं मोठे ते मॅट्रिक्स पॅनल ना डिस्प्लेचे मोठे पॅनल झाले असे दोन लावले होते साऊंड सिस्टम टीव्ही. हा हे आय थिंक डिसेंबर अरे बिफोर लॉकडाऊन जस्ट बिफोर लॉकडाऊन. Jan Feb. Because the best
आणि ट्रेनिंग ट्रेन केलं जातं फॉर युजिंग
participation किती होतं 300 180 maximum number of on-site on-prem training that was done in the history of the year. That was already and Steven was Steven फिर आपको बताया बड़ा ही गया. Steven wanted a break ना at that time. अच्छा होता नहीं करो. वो वीडियोस ही मेरे पास हुआ. That was one kind of a training. Absolutely fantastic. प्रोडक्शन क्लास असा पण वापर होऊ शकतो. तर त्याला आम्ही राहतो. हाँ ऐकलं ही सगळी आमची त्या ड्रोन पण गेलो. ड्रोन did not work out because the height ला तुम्हाला अडता येतो. आणि ड्रोनमध्ये ऑडिओ ना ड्रोन उडावणे कॉस्ट करतो ड्रोन आणला होता आम्ही तो फिलम किंवा हिट कर तू हिट केला तर काय प्रॉब्लेम तसा आहे तसा खालती पडेल तो काय जस्ट दॅट इज अ लॉट ऑफ हॅलो हां बोल तू कुठे घरी बरं हो शुगर वाढली मजबूत आहे डॉक्टरांची अपॉइंटमेंट मिळाल्या तर 1 तारखेची आठवडा तोपर्यंत जुनी औषधं चालू केली जातात तर काल परवा सॉरी हां परवा 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 रिपोर्ट आले होते लगेच जाऊन अपॉइंटमेंट घेऊन टाकली पण जास्त बऱ्यापैकी वाढले 385 हां तर हां पण HbA1c आहे ठीक आहे कंट्रोलमध्ये त्यामुळे औषधं चालू केले हां आणि जरा ते डाएटवरती दुसऱ्या तोंडावरती आळा घालायचा प्रयत्न करतो नाही पण त्याचा नाही माझा प्रॉब्लेम मेन झोपेचा आहे ना झोपेमुळे वाढते ते झोपेच्या अभावी ती वाढते शुगर वाढते आणि काय नाही माझं मेन प्रॉब्लेम नाही खाण्याचा टायमिंग तरी आता बऱ्यापैकी वेळच्या वेळी होतं 1-1:30 मला जेवण होतं पण हां झोपेचा मेन प्रॉब्लेम आहे हं? त्याच्यामुळेच आहे तू वेळ आहे थोडासा अजून